What's going on, everybody? Stormhammer32 here, and I'm trying out a new feature on my channel. I'm not sure how far it's going to go, but I wanted to give it a shot and see if anybody liked it. I'm going to call them quick plays. It's not a let's play. I am not going to go through entire games, part by part until there's 400 parts of a game to go through. I'm just going to play a little bit of a game, show people some of the gameplay, some of the secrets, and give you my opinion. Um, we're going to start off with a classic today. Super Mario Brothers 3 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Amazingly enough, kids these days who were grown up on the Xbox and the PS3 might not have ever played this classic Mario game. And I'm hoping that some people see this and learn to appreciate. So let's go. Now, obviously, this is the third game in the series. The Mario Brothers actually started out as a more of a two-player platforming game way back in the 80s. Um, their game was on the Atari 2600. And basically, you played as Mario and Luigi, beating up turtles, crabs, and these weird fly things. And basically, you just had to clear all of them out in a certain amount of time, and you beat the level. It was pretty simple, but it wasn't until Nintendo released the original Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo Entertainment System that Mario really took off. Then came out Super Mario Bros. 2, which, as most of you know, technically isn't really Super Mario Bros. 2. The original Super Mario Bros. 2 was considered too hard for the American audience, and so the real Super Mario Bros. 2 was released in Japan. Basically, it looked a lot like Super Mario 1, except they had obviously new, level design and different things like that. But what we got in the United States was a completely different game. We got I want to say, a makeover of an already existing Japanese game, Doki Doki Panic. And basically, they just took the game, they kept pretty much everything exactly the same, but they put Mario in it. However, as much as that might seem like a cop-out, it's actually one of my favorite Mario games to play. I don't know why, I just really enjoy it. This Mario game came along. Most people remember the big reveal in the cult movie The Wizard during their Video Armageddon tournament. This was the final game, and this reveal was way before anybody knew about Mario 3. You gotta remember, back then, there was no internet where you can find out, all this new information and release dates and all that. You basically, your main source of news was gaming magazines. But The Wizard, they showed off Mario 3, they showed off some of the gameplay, and even gave us a good first tip on where to find the first warp flute. But getting your hands on this game, it's just... I don't know if I could put it into words. It went back to the standard Mario classic ways, stomping on Goombas, stomping on turtles, going up against Bowser. You know, you had the added thing of dealing with his children this game, but it was great. I enjoyed it a lot. And most people will say that this is, if not the best Mario game out there. It tends to be a tie between this one and Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. But I tend to prefer Mario 3. It just has just a classic feel to it. And I always can go back to it and pick it up and have a great time. One of the things I've always been curious about is, as you can see, I have a raccoon tail, which most people are very familiar with in the Mario series. But I always wondered why the raccoon tail allows you to fly when raccoons are not known for flying. I don't know if anybody ever got an answer from Nintendo on that question, but maybe it's just one of those Nintendo mysteries that are never meant to be solved. But it's just great platforming. It's just hard to explain, but there it is. I've always been terrible at these puzzles. I could never get it. I always get 2 pieces of it and then miss the third. Well, this is the classic castle where, in the movie The Wizard, Jimmy Woods teaches us the little trick that if you go over to this area, kill this turtle, and then fly up here, you will get a warp whistle. My question is, if this was a brand new game in that movie, how in the hell did he know that that was there? Questions. Questions. I love the slide mechanic too. It is spot on. Just awesome. And the music, it's a great collection of classic Mario hits from the original game and brand new tracks. And I can't say enough about it. It's great. Not maybe as good as some of the other Mario games down the road. I know that Mario Galaxy had a lot of great tunes. Mario RPG, the Paper Mario series, but I've always been a fan of Mario 3's music, and I can listen to it anytime. I mean, anybody hears that overworld theme, they know it's Mario 3. I always hate it when that happens. And most people would think, oh, hey, I can run over that and fly. Well, yes, you could, but then you would run out of power, and you need the platforms to get safely over here. I made the mistake of trying to fly that, and I've died many a times. As you can see, Mario 3 also included a lot of little mini games, which is like match up the pictures and get some power-ups. And the nice thing about it is that these power-ups actually stayed with you throughout the game. So you just want to go like that. Hey, look, I want to do a fire flower, or I want a leaf, or I want a mushroom, or star. And you can use them whenever. They came in very handy later in the game when you got to World 8, because World 8 you very rarely, if ever, pick up any power-ups, so it's always good to get them while you can. Now, as you can see, this little dragon boat, this used to be a Hammer Brother, but because of a little special feature into Mario 3 where I think you have to get a specific number of coins at the end of a level, it will turn the Hammer Brother into a coin ship. So as you can see, instead of facing the masters of throwing hammers, you're actually on a lovely sailing barge collecting a bountiful gift of gold coins. And I think I'm almost up to a free guy. There we go. And this usually doesn't happen that often. I've had it before, obviously, but I don't get it that much. Like I said, it's a tough thing to kind of nail down if you really are trying for it. But it's pretty cool. And then you still got to fight the Hammer Brothers, but they're almost like a version of the Boomerang Brothers. They look like Ice Brothers to me, but... And I'm going to just do the castle, and then we'll stop for now. As I said, this is just a quick play. I'm not going to play the whole game. But I wanted to just show the first level, the first set of obstacles, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. And you know, if you've never played this game, I hope you'll look and pick it up, whether you go to a retro game store near you and pick up yourself an NES and see if you could try to find this game, or on eBay, or at that store, or even if you have to use the dreaded emulators. I hate using that word, but you know, some people, they can't find the original games anymore, or it's, you know, very expensive. You know, emulators are a good source of trying out a game that you might not have played. So here's the first Koopa Kid. Hit him on the old noggin. And there we go. Boom, boom. Then you have to use my firepower. Yay! Mario number 1. Sorry for the poor excuse for the video quality, but I don't have the money to get any of those HD capture machines, so, you know, I'm kind of doing it ghetto style. And so, for beating the first level, we get a letter and some P-Wings from the princess. And now we're on to World 2. So I hope you enjoyed that quick little run through of the first world of Mario 3, and hopefully we'll see you for the next installment. Thank you.